be with y'all this morning, and I'm glad that 93 was on there because that was a certain position I was in. I'm about old as dirt at DHR. There's not many people that have been there a lot longer than I have. It's probably like 36 years or more now. So being in that position and having worked through DHR, I've worked with many of you that are here this morning too. You know, it's nothing like position on a program, and having to follow the governor is not a great position to be in. But anyway, we'll give it a shot this morning. I'm here because I like to talk about families. I like to talk about Healthy Marriage Initiative, and fatherhood initiatives are very near and dear to my heart. DHR has been partnering with people in these kind of initiatives since the early 2000s. And children are our future. I believe that. They're the core of Alabama. And if we don't make our children the very best that they can be, I don't think anything else matters. And we all know that it is much easier to grow a healthy child than it is to repair a dysfunctional adult. And when we talk about children, we need to go back to the family, because we know that it takes healthy, stable families to grow healthy children. Unfortunately, all of our parents in Alabama didn't have those mentors to look to growing up. And so we, as all the partners in this room, need to help them and help them get the resources that they need to grow healthy children. And DHR is committed to partnering with lots of people, and as we've done in the past and as we continue to do. We, this past year, we put in a little over $1 million thanks to our federal partners, and Carol Osborne is here this morning representing one of our federal partners, but we use TANF funding for that. And we fund several fatherhood programs. We partner with child abuse prevention, and there's a couple of healthy marriage projects in that money too. But to date, through April, from last October through April, there have been 1,724 participants in our Fatherhood Initiative programs. And I just think that is fantastic. And it goes to all of you out there who are working to bring these people in and work with them. You know, we certainly value our partnerships with Auburn University, with the Mental Health Department, with Children's Affairs, with Child Abuse Prevention, with the Health Department, and all those other entities out there. And of course, the faith-based community is always there to help us and do what we do. DHR is not a standalone agency. We serve an awful lot of people during the year. Probably we're in upwards of 1 million now. But we cannot do it without partners like you out there. And it is so important that we continue these partnerships. And I think your presence here today is indicative of what kinds of strong partnerships that we have throughout the state of Alabama. So I would like for all of you to give yourselves a round of applause at this time, please. Thank you for everything that you do. There is nothing more important, as I said, as our children. And for our children to go forward and do what they need to do in the state of Alabama, it all goes back to healthy families. And the one thing, don't forget, on the fatherhood initiatives, I come from the field, and I know how important they are. I saw my good friend Ollie Cates when I was coming in, but I worked a lot with Ollie Cates in Talladega County. When we develop those initiatives with fathers, there is a whole nother set of paternal relatives out there for those children. And, you know, we all have hard times sometimes, and we have to have people to turn to. And it is so good to have mom and her relatives and dad and his relatives to turn to. So the child support and helping people pay their child support, that's good. But even better than that are those family ties that come with developing those relationships. So I want to also say that I am so happy to see so many teens here this morning. Y'all are our future. So I hope you enjoy this conference, and it's important for us to hear what you have to say about what you need and what we can do to make things better to help you go forward in your life. So that's really important. And I want to leave you all as partners with one thought this morning, and with the teens too. As you're thinking, because we're doing a lot of great and wonderful things, but we can always do better, and we're always looking for other ideas. Just remember, when you look down, you see boundaries. When you look out and you look at the sky, there are no boundaries. So as we go forward in the conference, continue to look around, see who we can partner with, and see what kinds of new and great and wonderful ideas we can come up with to help the state of Alabama. Thank you so much.